Oh, it was all going so well.
It's a good start.
It's a good start. We're done rolling. We are 3 D&D players, 4 D&D players, I guess. One of whom is currently invisible. Look how that's lined up with my arm in the screen.
Wow.
My tiny arm and my massive hand.
Jeremy.
That's the problem with Jack. He's got massive hands.
Yeah, tiny little arms.
Tiny little arms. All the better for rolling dice with.
Yeah. Last time round, you guys got to the Temple of the New Gods.
I'm sorry, it's Christmas on D&D Beyond. That was incredible.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we've got snow on the
Snow's everywhere. It's a beautiful thing. Apologies.
Snow
I meant to interrupt you for that. It's Christmas!
Other D&D apps, of course, are available.
They are. They are
but
available.
they're not.
Don't
as
use
good.
them though.
They're not as good. Are they? Let's be honest. Last time you got through the mould area, through the raining black leaves, over the necrotic river, you found the staff with the hand in the middle of the river. You crossed over into the temple, where you found these glowing trees, all of which did various things to you. And you found a rather aggressive stone bull, which was causing all manner of bother to you all, such that Malcolm's currently lying flattened under a group of trees, which you perilously dived into.
Heroically.
Heroically, yeah. There's a fine line between...
I crossed it.
Yeah. And...
Dive straight through it.
Yeah, you dive straight over that line.
Dive straight over.
I forgot to focus the camera. Is anyone remotely in focus?
I'm always out of focus. It's like a deformity that I have.
Yeah. Hopefully one of us is in focus. And
Doesn't look too bad to me.
Thorinir, you ended the episode with the tree that had been steadily glowing brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter,
Yes.
commanding you to lay,
Lady.
Yes.
which is where we left the episode, just as you smashed the first layer of the bull. Underneath it was a slightly smaller, like a Russian doll, slightly smaller, green, bushy creature that forms appendages of sorts from its growth-like body. You fought similar sentient bushes, as it were, previously, but they were much smaller. They were more your size. This is a little larger. It was more the size Malcolm was previously. Sort of vines and ivy and different leaves and fungi all growing.
We all getting
off
banned
it.
off YouTube.
And lying around it are the crumbled stone remains of the bull that it was seemingly inside of. Sildon,
Oh, jeepers.
you find yourself in the very centre of the platform. Thorinir, with the 4 statues, if you remember, around you, 2 that are stood upright, one covered in moss and lichen, the other much cleaner and untouched, seemingly in the shape of a deer or a similar creature. The one covered in lichens, more this large worm-like creature. And then there's these 2 crumbled statues next to it as well.
Okay.
Remember, the skies are spinning in this never-ending, almost cyclone-like pattern of deep purples and reds and different colours, and these leaves, black leaves, swirling around all over the place to the point where the entire sky has just disappeared. You have the 4 trees, the one on the east side, which has the large diamond growing off of it, which has kind of Thorinir's outline of his face, kind of in his own blood. You have this tree on
That
the
can only
north.
be good.
You have the tree. Well, there were the trees on the south side, which grew up into the sky and fell down. All of the helicopter-like seeds have now scattered to the ground, which Malcolm is currently lying underneath. There's the tree to the west side, which has these bright red apples, 3 bright red apples growing off of it, even though it itself is completely blackened and dead and withered. And there's the tree on the north side sort of growing out from underneath one of the stone walkways, if you remember them, the 2 L-shaped walkways on the north side, which is the one that's just this great energy has just now burst from it, and you now have this command. You're seemingly drawn towards it, and it's asked you to lie or lay. I think we will take the previous initiative that we had, and I believe it was Silden that took the last action because you felled the bull, the crossbow.
Yes, I'll take that.
Malcolm, you're lying down.
I'm lying down. I'm still down. I am no longer on death save mode, but I am totally out of it. Am I unconscious or am I just...
You are stable and unconscious at present,
Right.
I'm afraid.
Okay.
So there's not a great deal for you to do
I
at this
can't-
present.
So I can't do my key and heal myself.
Not at this time.
Right. Okie dokie. I will lie here and merely spurt at the ground.
You see from around this bull, this bush-like creature, this huge, trudging, kind of rotting vegetation grow a little taller, and these limbs kind of stretch out like it's awakening almost from in this shell that it's been within for a period of time. And it slowly looks up. You see a mouth of sorts with what looks like the only sort of non-vegetation. It looks like big proper animal teeth within it.
Tree with teeth.
Everything else looks like various forms of rotten vegetation. And it starts...
It's a real Cronenberg thing.
And it starts to slowly...
Don't know what it is, but there's teeth in there somewhere.
I'm glad I'm unconscious, because otherwise I would find this deeply unnerving and disturbing.
starts to shamble towards the central platform.
Oh, and it shambles as well.
It trudges slowly, it sweeps up the vegetation as it sort of walks, and it's heading toward you. Remember, the central platform's just about 10 feet in the air, higher. It's on the ground beneath you, sort of the central south side of the platform. You two are both on the platform, and it is your turn, Thorinir, to act.
Okay.
Written by Cronenberg, directed by Del Toro, by the way.
Can I firstly use my bonus action to take a deep breath in and breathe out an ethereal giant bear,
Strength of the bear.
which is going to be a 30-foot bear.
Wow.
And I'm going to send it over Malcolm.
Ooh.
And remind us of the bears.
So that will give him 11 temporary hit points.
11 temporary hit points. Is that enough to make me regain consciousness?
Well, didn't we decide it doesn't?
Oh, I can't remember.
Come on!
Yeah.
Come on!
We'll let you bloody have it, Malcolm. We'll let you. As it's the start of the session.
If just Thorinir's going to look, and if nothing's happening, he's just going to move it over to me and Silden.
I will let you have it on this occasion.
I'll jiggle it in the background.
I'm pretty sure we've agreed it doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But I'm
to-
feeling generous.
To be honest,
If I check enough forums, I'll find one.
when I cast that, then I thought we'd agreed that it doesn't get people off the death roll, but
Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna let it slide anyway. Either way, the bear is working.
God, I would have
As
mutinied.
it's the start of the session.
I would have mutinied.
Yeah. Otherwise, Malcolm's just lying there.
I would have gone on
Yeah.
strike. I'm not rolling another dice. I demand to see the D&D union.
The bear. So you gain the temporary hit points. You come around Malcolm lying prone
Under
Bits
under
of tree.
great big bits of tree. You look up and see the swirling
This
sky.
bear is licking your face.
That's a hell of a way to wake up. A giant ethereal bear is licking my face, and I'm buried under rubble of trees.
It's got one of these collars with a little keg full of brandy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mother.
And it's not concentration, but remember they are temporary hit points. If for any reason they disappear,
Yes.
you are.
But it does give me the opportunity to use my key
On your turn.
on my turn to yeah.
Yeah, this is a 1 minute bear.
Okay.
Is that your bonus action?
Yeah.
So you can still do other things.
So, I'm overwhelmed with this sense to lie down. Is that right? And I do it so fast.
And it's also, you're absolutely certain the command is to lie down next to the tree.
Okay, well that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
As fast as I can sit, I lie down.
So you're going to journey toward the tree, and it's only as you drop down off this platform, it's about 20 feet from your position to get down and lie right next to where this tree is overgrowing out from underneath this platform.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
The tree kind of connects
No.
with you, and as you lie down,
Stranger danger.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Stranger danger.
Is it having a route around?
Oh! Someone doesn't get near his trunks.
La da 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 da. I'm here all week.
you lay down next to
It's always
next
worrying.
to this tree
You
when I'm
flipping
reading.
goodness, you lay down, flick, flick, roll dice, roll dice.
Yeah, he's face down with his hands by his side. That's how Foreigner sleeps. Pencil.
Blank.
Um,
dear.
You lay down next to this tree, and instantly as you do so, you just feel
You
these
win.
roots just sort of almost cradling your body, just growing around you. Look, it feels quite comforting and secure, like lying in a blanket. That's what happens.
For now.
Silden.
Well, I'm
For now,
imagining
it
like
feels
Power
quite-
Rangers when they get their big
Yeah, that's exactly.
big machines. They
Yeah,
That's
control.
exactly what's going to happen.
Megazord.
Silden.
Does Tharania look like he's being eaten by a tree?
I
Absorbed.
mean, certainly
I
the
think.
tree roots are sort of slightly growing over
Yeah,
him.
so that's a concern.
Absorbed rather than eaten. I
Yeah.
think is probably.
Oh, where am I relative to this Cronenberg creature?
You are in the centre of the platform, right in the middle of this
Safe from
temple.
harm. Yeah.
Both of your teammates are currently under and in trees.
How far away am I from Cronenberg creature, and how far away am I from Tharania?
Equidistant.
Okay.
Cthorian is to the north and it to the south.
Cool. I'm gonna run over to Tharania.
Oh, I'm gonna wait over time.
I thought you might. And I'm gonna disrupt whatever's happening here.
So you're going to try and drag him out? Or?
I'm trying him out if that's possible. If I have to cut him out, I'll cut him out.
Okay.
But, yeah.
He's not so engulfed as you couldn't just
Good.
drag him at this
I will
point.
drag him out.
Are you resisting in any way, Thorinir?
Do I really want to do this?
You tell me.
I've got an overwhelming sense that I need to listen to this tree.
You do.
I'm going to resist.
No.
Okay. So if
I'm
you're...
not a strong man.
Are you going to contest?
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna get eaten by a tree.
Yeah.
But if it's strength, you will definitely win.
You think that? This could be the most pathetic fight we've ever seen.
So
Kick.
if you do a contest athletics against either athletics or acrobatics for you, Thorinir.
Oh,
You
you
can
get
choose
to
to
use
you can use to dodge or sort of outstrip.
What's annoying
I'd
about
be
that?
wriggling right now.
It's for some reason I accidentally clicked strength check and got a crit, so now this definitely isn't going to go well.
Well, it's a 6 on the acrobatics.
Whoa, it's an
After mods.
18.
After mods,
Athletics. Whoa, 18.
So you easily grab
Whoa.
Thorinir and pull him
Too hard.
out the way.
Off
Just his
my arm.
boots.
Just his trousers.
You can pull him right up against the sort of lower part of the platform. You're on the ground to the north
Yeah.
side. You pulled him right up against it, just away from where
Yeah.
he was previously.
I'm going to give him Do I have a hit flask of some kind of booze? That would probably snap him out of this. I've got a black apple. That can only. I've got a cigar.
Haven't you smoked that yet?
Well, half of it. I've still got the butt of it still in my backpack. I don't have any good booze, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap him in the face.
Okay.
Try and get him to snap out of the whatever's suggesting bad things in his mind. I'm like, pull yourself together, man. You're about to be eaten by a tree.
Okay. So slapping him.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely happy that you can slap him in the face.
I'll take that.
Multiple times.
What else can I? Is that my full action?
I'll let you. You've done all your movement where you kind of grappled to contested him.
The movement.
Yeah, it is.
So I've
really-
got a bonus action, which I could take with cunning action. What can I do? I can dash.
You're going to have to disengage, mate.
Disengage from you, so you don't kick my ass. Yeah, it could happen. I will. Is it worth me hiding where I am, or I'm in plain sight?
You're the
You're
opposite
spot
side
on
of
the
the
tree.
platform to where this vegetative creature is. So,
I'm hide
and
from
it's
that.
10 foot tall, that platform. So
Cool.
you can certainly have your back to it, and
Yeah.
hide this side of it.
I'm gonna hide from that for a 21.
Okay. Malkin, having been out for quite some time, you finally feel just the most minute amount of energy in your body from these temporary hit points that just gives you I'm going to give you a turn to get yourself back up to health.
Okay, I'm going to use my quickened healing, which costs me 2 key points. It's 1 action, so theoretically I could do that twice, couldn't I? If I'm staying.
If you're using key twice.
Yeah, but I've got to get out from under all this. But let me see what I get first. So 1d6 plus 3 hit points. Bosh. Give me 6 for 4. That's not too bad. That gives me 7 hit points. On top of the 11 temporary ones that I've got. Bosh. 7. Okay, so that brings me back to relative health. I'm going to try and extricate myself from these bits of tree that are holding me down.
Yep.
pinning me down.
Easy enough. You're not pinned per se,
Right.
you're just
Okay.
under logs. Yeah. Quite big logs.
Under-
I haven't made a big deal out of it. By the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tree-sized log, but
Yeah.
you're not actually pinned.
Right.
You're backlogged.
Very good. I will head over to Foreigner.
Come and lie down
Oh.
under this tree.
I'm doing quite good at lying down under things at the moment. I'll sort of stagger my way over to
How many hit points
Foreigner.
you got, sorry?
I've got 7 plus 11 temporary, so 18 at the moment.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Don't like the sound of that. Yes, stagger over to where Foreigner is, and I will ready an attack in case anything tries to.
So you're moving
I'm moving to within,
as close as you can.
to within melee range of Foreigner, and
You can get about 10 feet away from where Thorin and Silver now,
okay.
near this tree.
And I will ready an attack of self-defense because I'm still sort of woozy and wary, like the 2 bears in the woods. I'm woozy and I'm wary.
Okay. None of you got eyes on the creature, so you don't know what it's done.
Oh, no.
Thorin,
How do I feel about this tree now?
you are still completely compelled to lay next to
I'm
it.
going to go and lie down under the tree. He's just got to keep doing this.
That might be a thing that keeps happening.
The same experience happens. It starts
It's simple.
once again
Kill the tree
to
man.
wrap its roots just around you, sort of cradling your body, and physically
Do we
see
I
them
think this is a bad thing.
Yeah.
sort of just
I just-
cradling. Anything else you want to do, Thorin, other than lay with this tree?
If he's going to keep climbing back in, what are we going to...
Coerce the others to come and join me.
Oh, I'm not.
The water's warm.
Feels
That's-
fun here, buddy.
It's even more unnerving.
Is that it, Thorin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll follow your lead on this.
Let's go and see what this Cronenberg creature's up to. That thing's definitely going to be us. That thing is probably going to eat Thorin.
I'm part tree, I'll be right.
I still think
If
it's
anything,
Thor.
Thorin might become his final form. This is not even my final form.
I want to worry you, but Jack's got 3 books open.
that's fine.
Can't be a good thing.
3 books stacked on top of each other. Well, let's see what happens. Oh dear. Okay.
So much for my temporary hit points.
I don't want Thorin to be eaten by a tree. We could set fire to the tree. And that probably would go down just fine.
I have a feeling that won't help Florina very much.
Well, I'm going to do the only thing I know how to do, and I'm going to go and stab that mossy creature.
Very well.
I'm going to take a peek over, have a peep, and see if I can peep at this Cronenberg creature.
Cronin
Which
tree.
way? You can go to the west or to the east. You're not completely sure where it is.
A little peep.
Just over the top.
A little peep.
Cool.
Can I see it?
You give me a perception roll.
Wonder what else I see.
20.
20.
Natural.
There are a couple of leaves which seem to be moving just to the southwest. Just you can see it bobbing over the top, but
Cool.
2 leaves. That's it. It's
That's
about the
it.
same height as the platform.
We got that. We got that. Cool. I'm going to still stealth, jump on top of the platform, scuttle over, scuttle. And then I'm going to lob a dagger at its back, hopefully.
You get within melee, or you going?
Can I get within 20 feet without it noticing me?
You can, but just because of the nature, the angle of the platform, it's going to have some. If you don't get right up to it, it's going to have some form of cover.
Cool. In which case, if I can stealth up right behind it, I'll stealth up right behind it.
You can kind of come to the side of it. So where remember there's 2 sets of steps, one to the west, one to the east of this platform, sort of leading down from it, and it's just to the south side of on the west steps. So you're coming over the top, leading down as it's approaching these steps.
Cool.
So you can come along, sort of side it.
I'll come alongside it if I can sneak up to it.
Yeah, with your stealth roll,
Yeah.
with that.
Cool, and then I'm going to stab it with a short sword, hopefully.
Do so with advantage then.
Nice, good, because the first one was a 1. Second one was a 2 for a powerful 8.
8's good off a 2 though.
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad.
Unfortunately, there's not hitting.
I will use my cunning action. I'll use 2 weapon firing to hit him with my other short sword. Did I throw it? No, because the other short sword's got -1 because it's acidy. In which case I'll stab him with a dagger. Which is 22.
That hits.
Amazing. Do I get sneak attack damage? Because I've already tried to attack him once and failed. I probably don't, yeah.
No, I think that, at that point in time,
Okay.
it certainly senses you.
Yeah, in which case it's a measly 6 damage off that one, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Gearing up for quite the wallop.
Anything else?
Right, Clockwork Amulet. Should use that. Never mind. Anything else? I've used my bonus action, I've done all that, and there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. Thank you very much. We go to Malcolm.
How far away am I from everything?
Thorin is right beside you, sort of
It's
being grappled by this tree. Your back is to the north side of the central platform, and you saw Sylvan disappear up and over it, towards where the statues are.
Right. Okay, I'm going to follow Silden.
Yep.
And take up station next to him. And
You can come sort of slightly just in front of him, near where the steps are, so that you're sort of on the steps, or just at the top of the steps, and it's just at the bottom of them to the south side.
so that I've got line of sight to the Cronin tree.
Yep.
And I'm going to blast it with my Radiant Sunbolt.
Certainly.
So, here we go. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits, yeah. That hits.
Excellent.
Take that.
And that is 6 radiant damage.
Thank you very much.
I will follow that up with a second attack, the same. Again. That is 19 to hit.
Hits.
And, oh, that's a good one. That is 10 radiant damage.
Great. That hits again. The skies, well, the area lights up. The skies are completely dark, but the area completely brightens for a moment, blinding you just for a split second.
I'm going to expend 2 ki to perform my Searing Arc Strike, which takes place as a bonus action after my attack. I'm going to, which is casting a spell of Burning Hands. It's only the second time I've done this, so I'm still not quite sure how I do this. I'm casting a spell. Range 15 foot.
It will be disadvantaged because you are in melee. Are you in melee?
No.
No, you're not in melee. You're just out of melee.
No, I didn't want to get into melee range.
Yeah, fine, no problem.
Go on the Burning Hand spell.
Slightly more on the north side.
There you go.
Flosh. Woof, woof.
No expense spared on the sound effect.
Yep.
So they have to
Turned it into a dog tree. It went woof.
So they have to save on a dex.
Save on a dex of 14. My dex is 14.
No.
Nope.
So they take 3d6 fire damage.
3d6 fire damage, which is 11 fire damage. Is it now on fire?
Burn. Ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
It's now on fire.
Well, I think that's not being worn or carried.
Does it count as being warm?
I will note, for what seems to be a plant, the fire seems to be particularly ineffective
Damn.
against it.
Bugger.
I was really hoping that would go woof.
You expect, as you see it catches, the flame licks across all the leaves and vegetation. You expect it to do exactly that. At least some of the leaves to catch. They seem to have some form of a natural resistance to it.
Okay.
So it's all made out of ceramic teeth and protruding jelly.
Oh dear. Still, did a fair amount of damage.
It wasn't nothing,
No,
but it didn't take
wasn't
to the way that you
wasn't
would
the
expect.
devastating effect that I was hoping for. But never mind.
Anything else, Malcolm?
No, I think that's me done.
This is like when you turn strike. It wasn't nothing. You weren't completely ineffectual.
No. Did some stuff.
Okay. It's going to attack you, Selden, as you're engaged with it.
What did I
But
do?
it's going to get disadvantaged because it's beneath you.
It's beneath me. That's what I thought.
Socially.
Isn't everything?
Everything's beneath Tilden.
13
That's
to hit.
solid miss.
And it's going to try. So it tries with one of these great limbs that comes over the top. And there seems to be some kind of mass to the limb as you just avoid it the first time round. It's not just leaves and then a hole through where you can see light and things. There's a solid mass to this creature,
Something else under
covered in leaves.
Okay.
Russian doll.
Oh yeah.
It's trying to attack you one more time.
It's gonna be bees. Lots of bees.
Once again with disadvantage, and it's 15 to hit,
Oh, matches.
which does succeed.
Wallet.
It's going to take
It's time
Not
to
too
go.
bad. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Sweet.
As you it sort of half catches you as you're pulling away. You dodge the first arm, if you will, and don't see the second one come. Just blindsides you slightly. This great mass. Yeah, certainly more than a few leaves as you feel this thunk against the side of your body, which throws you to the side.
I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge to half it.
Yep.
Other than that, thunk for 4 damage.
Go ahead.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Thornir.
Probably just enjoying and embracing, right? That's me.
I don't like the
You
sound
feel
of this.
them just coming around you again. It's not hurting you. They're just sort of just almost wrapping themselves around you.
Unfortunately.
Quite slowly. It's not super. It's a tree. They don't move like lightning, but
Unless it's a lightning tree.
quicker than a usual tree would move.
How safe do I feel?
You can give me. I mean, you're extraordinarily compelled to do this,
Okay.
but I will let you have an insight roll to see how safe you feel.
Okay, I'll double check. I'm just like, this is great. Hang on.
Hang on a minute.
It's a 14.
You feel okay.
With disadvantage because I really like it in there. It is 9.
9. You feel. You're not sure. Yeah, not completely sure. Not completely sure. It's a bit unusual, but it's trees.
But it told me to do it. I love trees.
Yeah, trees.
So the moment you have when you're drunk and you're going like, hang on a minute.
I'm
I'm maybe a little drunk, but I don't feel safe right now.
I'm gonna be thinking there was something with that other tree that was bad, but I can't remember what it was. So this one's probably good.
That it, Thorny?
That's it.
Silver.
Why now flank? Oh no, because you're not in base contact.
Yeah, no
it's a
flanking.
war gamer. You're not in base contact. So I'm not flanking.
No, it's just attacked you twice, so
Yeah.
you're face to face, but you're still higher than it. Which give you
Okay.
advantage.
I'll give you advantage. Cool. In which case, I'm gonna hit it with the short sword. Wham! Kablammy! Which is a 25.
Certainly
I'm gonna roll
hits.
it again just to see if I crit. Which I do not. Which is gonna be 7 damage initially, but because I get advantage, I get the bonus of sneak attack.
Yeah.
Which is another 12, which takes us to 19 damage overall.
Okay.
Stabby damage.
You stab right through this mass of vegetation, but certainly you feel it going into something, in a way that feels different to putting a sword into a bush. There's resistance as you pierce down.
Name of my debut.
Now.
Oh dear.
Anything else, Tilden?
Yeah. Am I going to stab it again, or am I going to turn tail and run away? I didn't quite like getting thwacked. I'll be honest. I'm going to.
I think we can probably outrun it if we have to.
I'm going to disengage with an uncanny, with a whatever thing that
Bonus.
rogues can do. That
Yeah.
thing. And then cunning action. There we go. And then I'm going to go and inspect what's happening with Thorin
Okay.
very quickly. How far away is he?
You can get him into. You can get to the north side of the platform without coming off it, which is about 15-foot movement, and look down, and he's about 10 foot.
Yeah,
back.
I'll have a peep and see if he looks like he's part tree by now.
Yeah, it's just sort of slowly, sort of wrapping around him at the moment.
That doesn't sound good. Okay. Then I'll use the rest of my movement to get back up, kind of side by side with Malcolm. We've got time. He's not dead yet.
I was going to run.
Yeah, he's not dead yet.
Right.
We've got time.
Malcolm.
See if we can kill this.
Although this would be a lot easier if we had Thorin.
thing. Yes.
I'll be honest. He's kind of the firepower around here. No disrespect to him.
None taken.
You kind of
Malcolm's
want 5 giant owls in this scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I don't think I've got a slot left for anything.
Plus, then anything would be good.
As you,
3 of us
stand
would be better.
as you stand next to Malcolm, you realise he's got an almost cartoon level bump on his head.
With little birds flying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
flying
My
around.
eyes are pointing in different directions. It's alright, I'm okay. I'm fine. It's alright. It's okay.
It doesn't look fine.
I'm fine. I'm telling you, I'm fine. Oh, you're over that
Oh,
side.
dear.
I'm
In fairness, Silden looks a little bit peaky himself, to be totally honest.
Right. Okay. So it's not worth wasting any more key on that. So I'm going to do my standard standard attack of where's it gone? Where's it gone? There we go. I'm going to do my radiant sunbolt. So flings his hands out and fires the bolt of light, and that's not going to do any good. That's a 9 to hit.
No.
No. So follows it up with another one. Oh, that's better. 24 to hit.
That way.
That'll do. And what do we get? We don't get a massive amount of radiant damage. It's 6 radiant damage.
So you see this creature just light up. This fizz almost bubbling around the leaves as you seem to be reducing some of the moisture from it or something as this radiance just sears it.
It's still doing something to it. I'm going to use my bonus action to expend my last 2 key points to heal myself again.
Any movement up?
No, I'll stay with Silden.
The creature walks up the stairs.
Shoulder to shoulder.
I say walks. Trudges. Shambles up this stone stairwell. It's still it's taller than you, so it comes up the first stair, even though it's beneath you, you're about the same height, so neither of you have advantage over the other. And it is in close combat with you now, Malcolm.
Oh,
And it's going to attack you. This great mass of foliage slams into you, 18 to hit.
Ooh, yes, that will hit.
11 bludgeoning damage.
Right.
This huge slam its body, and it attacks again.
Can I take that off my temporary hit points?
It does come off your temporary hit points first, yeah.
Okay, right, so they're gone.
Yeah. And it's 18 again.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
18 bludgeoning damage.
Down.
As this creature,
I had 14. My healing got me up to 14. But that's it, I'm down again.
this creature just completely overruns you. All this great mass of body and foliage strikes at your body, pushes you into the ground, and you're almost absorbed into it.
I am down
Thornin.
again.
I would come and lie down here.
It's great over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride it.
Anything else at all? Still just letting it happen?
And,
You just feel more and more just cradling your body, these different roots. So obviously Malcolm's right next to you now, down, completely downed again. This creature, you're not in melee with it, but it's just the other side of Malcolm's body, which is lying between the two of you.
So I'll have to disengage from it, or not?
No, you're not in melee with it.
How fast can I pull Malkin to safety?
Half your speed.
Okay. I'm going to pull Malkin. Okay, this is convoluted. Just stick with me here. Have I got anything I can attach a chain to?
There's statues around you.
How far away are they?
The two standing ones are, about the one on the south side is 5 foot, the one on the north side is 10 foot.
Amazing. I'm going to pull Malkin 5 foot towards the statue.
So that would take 10 foot of movement.
Cool. And then I'm going to use my action to set up a hunting trap.
Okay. Can you do that in one action?
Yeah.
Yep.
Was Malcolm the bait?
I'm starting to wonder.
So I'm going to set up a hunting trap and I'm going to attach it
Like a
to-
bear trap, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sawtooth bear trap.
Yep.
I'm going to fix the chain to an immobile object, such as a tree or spikes driven into the ground. I'm going to attach it to this statue.
Sure.
Then I'm going to pull Malkin an extra 5 feet.
Through the trap.
Drag me through
So
the
just past the
just
trap.
past the trap.
Between
Wow.
the traps
5 feet
between the
beyond.
creature and
Absolutely. Yeah. Cover it over with some foliage. Nobody knows any better. I'll use my stealth skills or my disguise skills to
Got a
disguise
little
it.
moustache on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a huge amount of foliage up on this tile platform. There's a tiny bit of lichen or something
I
you
can
can
do
pull
that.
really
Yeah.
quickly.
I'm very good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not super.
Yeah.
Just it's not super subtle, but it's an effort.
Yeah. So that yummy Malkin being where he is,
Yeah.
then so that's probably. So I've done 20 foot of movement there, I think. Cool. So how far away am I now from Thorin?
You're on the south side of the platform,
South side.
and Thorin's on the north side. So
Okay.
the platform's
At
20
least gangster size.
25 foot north to south.
25 foot. Men. So I've got plenty of movement, so I can dash as a bonus action. So I'm going to dash up to be where Thorinir is.
Okay.
As my bonus
Yeah, you can get
action.
pretty much to exactly where it is. Yeah,
Cool.
that's
I'm
fine.
going to do that.
Jump down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make Malcolm look extra juicy.
Malcolm,
Before I leave.
Malcolm, give me
Well, I'm
your.
going to cover him in barbecue sauce.
Do you have barbecues?
No, I've got cheese.
Malcolm, death saving throw, please.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. It's alright. I should have stabilised you before I left.
D20.
Yes.
That's a 14.
Yeah!
14 is your first save.
Not today.
This great plant
Gurgle. Gurgle.
might not be so intelligent as you hear this trap. Is there a save or anything?
Yes, there is. Wait for it. I knew buying this hunting trap would be worth it. DC 13 dexterity.
No. 10.
It takes 1d4 piercing damage and stops moving.
Okay.
Ooh.
Thereafter, until you break free from the trap, it's limited to a movement within 3 feet, which is the length of the chain.
Sure. So you hear this trap fire. Sorry, for viewers at home. The millions of viewers at home.
Suddenly woken up.
Yeah, you hear this trap fire.
Okay.
He's Malcolm 3 feet away. Still got a reach on you. What are the rules if you're down on death throwing? If someone's like throwing fireballs
I
at
think it's
you?
basically like coup de grace.
No.
Yeah.
It's not great. I think in this, I think
How
in
far-
5th edition it's an auto fail. I think in 5th edition.
How far away from me is
Don't
the
worry.
trap?
Plenty.
Right.
It's actually 5 feet away from you, so
And it
So
can
can't
move through.
split
and
acid.
it moves
move
through. So plenty of room.
So it can get within 2 feet of me.
Didn't quite think about it.
Yeah.
And it's probably got quite a long reach.
You'll be fine. Don't you worry.
Sorry.
It's got a trap to worry about.
And the
You're-
trap's just cut my foot off.
You're laying still with this compulsion.
Yeah.
You see Silden above you once again, the man who pulled you away from this lovely tree.
I'll be shouting at him.
I'll be like,
Everybody's dying, Thorin here!
but it's great in here. I've got to be here. I don't get what you don't understand.
It just doesn't, nothing about this seems good.
And I'm gonna ask the tree again. Is this right? Am I doing it right?
Malcolm's dying.
Can you communicate with trees?
I can like Bulgarius.
Yeah. This isn't.
I'm gonna be trying. I'm gonna be talking to it like it's one of those trees.
Sure. I think it is a power for a druid.
You
to
can speak
obtain,
Druidic.
at some
Yeah.
point, but yeah.
Try that.
So nothing more thrown in.
I'm gonna turn my face away from
Un-
Silden.
Unfortunately, it's an ash and he's only fluent in oak.
Silden, it is your turn.
Okay. Does it look like he's being engulfed at this point?
Thorinir,
Yeah.
it's cradling.
Fairly golfed.
It's wrapping the body.
How worried am I? How close am I? Like,
I mean,
Is it like 20% of him is
You've
tree?
stopped using grapple and started using cradle.
Yeah.
It's
That's
filling Thorno with
it can breathe.
Good.
It's only,
Just-
it's sort of covering, sort of legs and arms. There's nothing critical.
Although one small frond is going up his left nostril.
Do you think I
my
could?
brain's in the right nostril.
That's
Right.
right.
Could I pull him out of there still?
You can attempt to.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to pull him out of there.
Resisting throwing it.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's athletics or acrobatics.
Oh no, 'cause that's going to be my action. Hang on a minute. I need to be careful here. Somebody's going to die. if not
I'm already
careful.
wriggling.
It's alright. He's already wriggling. Let's do it.
Oh no, I meant whatever you do, whatever you decide, I'm wriggling. I'll keep that roll.
Every day I'm wriggling. It's not looking good.
So whether you grab me or not, I'm going to be
Could be
wriggling.
the end. One dwarfed by a tree, the other one killed by a tree.
In which case, I'm going to leg him. Pretend I never met any of you.
That's fair enough.
Guys who kill a god, he said, and I had nothing to do with them, I'm afraid. Yeah, never met those guys before in my life. Go on then, I'll try and... No, 'cause he's just going to go back. But at least it resets the clock, which might be useful.
Pull him out, you let
Go
go
on
of his
then.
legs and just goes twang straight back in like a spring.
18. Oh, so strong.
My 15 of wriggle.
Oh, so it's enough. You're able to heave him away. The tree hasn't got, doesn't add too much resistance to it. You pull Thornir back out. Very frustrating, Thornir, because you just want to be landing in this tree. But you can move him as far as you choose. Again, half your speed.
It's my turn again, so I've got all the speed in the world. So I'm going to pull him 15 feet away.
Which kind of east, west?
Is there anything else? I've already taken my action, so I can't tie him to a post, can I?
There's a hunting trap.
That's occupied. Yeah,
Smash
so
the
I haven't got.
diamond with my face in it. That'll wake me up.
Oh, that'd do it. Yeah, I can't actually do anything with you, so I'm going to pull you 15 feet away at least. At least the clock's reset.
To the east or west, just to be.
Towards Malkin and.
So there's only about 10 feet on the where you are in this north side between the north walkway and the central platform.
Okay.
So you can pull him right back up against that central platform.
Cool. I'll do that, and I'll try to show him the fact that Malcolm's dying. He's dying, Thorinir! This man's dying!
He's always dying. And he's not dying. I gave him
That's
some
kind
bear
of
points.
true.
He's fine. He's
That's
fine.
kind of true. And then I'm going to hop over the platform. Is there anything to hide behind? There's these pillars, aren't there?
There's the statue in the centre. There's only the 4 statues in the central platform, 2 of which are stood.
Oh, it's a central platform. I keep thinking about the outside platforms.
Yeah.
In which case, I'll hide without jumping up on the platform. I'll have a peep to see if the monster's eaten Malkin.
Not yet.
Nice. Does it look like he's going to eat Malkin?
It's just being distracted. I mean, it's heading directly that way, but then it was distracted by a
The fact he's stuck in the
hunting
trap.
trap.
Yeah.
So it's unclear.
So I'm going to shout at him.
Okay.
Like, how do you like that trap, you big leafy git?
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's all I can do.
Thank you very much. Malkin, second death save, please.
It's all good. Don't roll a 1.
16.
Nice.
Save.
We're filibustering this fight. We're going to wait until the DM gives up due to sheer boredom.
Okay.
I don't think I've got that long.
Yeah.
The creature turns to the north side where you are shouting and tries to move towards it.
Nice.
Presumably it can make a strength check to try and break
So it
free
gets
from this.
13. That's exactly right.
No.
Yeah, you take 1 piercing damage.
Okay.
Haha.
Yeah. I mean, if the creature if a big bushy leafy creature with no eyes and just a massive mouth could look confused, you imagine it does, as it's trying to pull away and just can't move toward you for whatever reason.
Beautiful.
Well, what am I compelled to do right now?
Well, you're still compelled to lay with this tree. Sildon keeps moving away from it, which is very annoying.
It's getting me more determined, so I'm going to scurry back to the tree.
Okay. So 10 feet away, so it's easy to lie back down again for the third time. Once again, the same process. The tree slowly reaches out to you, starts to cradle your body.
If Malcolm were conscious, he'd be saying, "Stop wasting your time on pulling him out from that tree."
Sylvan.
It's got to reset, otherwise he'd be eaten by a tree by now. Now he's 0% covered by the tree.
True.
I hope. Maybe it gets faster. I've no idea. Cool. Big leafy guy. I'm going to run round him.
Stab him in the back.
How far away is Malcolm? I want to get to Malcolm.
You're on the bottom platform at the moment. Oh, sorry, you're not on the platform. You're on the ground. The width of this thing is whatever I said before.
Basically, with
It's about
cunning
25
action-
foot wide. It's only about 20 foot north to south. 25 foot wide,
Okay.
and you're on the north side, halfway along the circumference.
So I'm going to run around him to get to Malcolm.
Yep. Can you get the whole way? So go around the outside 5. So, 30. And then you're going right round, you're going up the east steps, or you're jumping
As long
straight
as I
up?
get to Malcolm, I don't mind. And
Okay.
avoid getting swiped at by the monster.
Yeah, okay, you can get straight to him, pulling yourself up, and then running up behind him. Yeah,
Right.
there's this creature sort of reaching for you.
And that's 30 feet, you say? Cool. I'm using my cunning action to dash.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull Malcolm 15 foot away.
Yeah. So you probably go east, logically, it's the furthest away from the
Yeah, I'll do that.
point from the monster.
Yeah.
So you can get to the bottom of the steps on the east side,
that.
near where the big pile of logs is that Malcolm knows
As well. And then I'm going to shoot this monster with my street piece.
Okay.
Bam.
Yes. What?
So
That wasn't. Oh, your bonus action was dash, wasn't it? Yes. Go for it.
It's a powerful miss. It's only a 9.
Okay.
Ba-ding! He's tired from carrying Malcolm.
The creature again, obviously sees you dragging it. It's not making any noises or any monstrous growls or anything. It's just
Quiet.
you hear this sort of loud leafy, like a constant bush rustling.
Constant gardener.
15 strength.
Snaps.
Snaps. Pulls this great chain away, and it's right up towards you,
Yeah, bought some time.
just shy of you at the moment. Within a foot of where it could reach you. Thorny.
Skip turn.
So, yeah. Is that a Worms reference?
Yeah, well.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Death.
Cool.
Mr. Death saving there, didn't we?
Stabilize. Reach out and touch your face.
16.
You are stable.
Beauty, baby.
You are stable. You feel Malcolm's heart beat one more time.
Thump.
So,
Just one heartbeat every 30 seconds or so.
there are a lot of wounds on Malcolm.
There's a lot of wounds in everyone.
You know, he doesn't have a lot of wounds. Safe Thorinir.
Yeah.
Being protected by his tree friends.
In fact, if anything, your wounds count is going up as you absorb treeness into you. Treeness, I said. Tree.
Okay. As a bit of a desperate attempt, I'm going to pull out the slicked poison I've got in my backpack,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to coat a dagger in it,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm going to lob at this creature.
Okay.
This is probably not going to work, but it's the best we got. $16 to hit.
Hits.
Nice. Which is powerful 5 damage. Because I can't get an attack of opportunity on it. So I don't get the sneak attack. But it does have advantage on a spell cast on it to charm person, which will be whatever the slit's casting modifier was. Good luck looking that up in your notes.
+3.
+3. Which will be what, 13? I think so. Wisdom. It's got advantage on a wisdom save. So if we say it's 13, because that would be the slits.
I roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Probably thematically right. Worth a go. In which case, it has no effect, I think. If it fails the same turn. Yeah, so it has no effect. Worth a go. In which case, as a bonus action, I'm going to take my other dagger and I'm going to coat it in. I'm going to take this black apple out of my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stab this other dagger into it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to lob that in.
Okay. First, make your attack roll.
It's only an 11.
Does not hit.
And now you're out of daggers.
No, I'm out of daggers.
And apples.
And apples. No, you stabbed the apple. Still got a lot of apple left to go, I imagine.
Any movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna kneel down and whisper Godspeed, Markin. And then I'm gonna run 30 feet away from the guy.
I do not blame you at all.
Just east or to the north, towards Thornair, or
Towards Thornair. Why not? I'll try and keep somebody alive.
Yeah. Okay.
Bravely ran away. Bravely ran away, away. Brave, brave Sir Silden.
Malcolm, you're making death saves again.
No.
You don't know why, because you're unconscious.
Oh.
The dagger hit you.
You're making death saves again.
Okay.
Thornair.
Gonna have a quick assess of the
Sylvan's
situation.
right next to you again.
Hello. It's just me again.
Shuffle in, trying to shuffle in further.
Okay. Fine. Sylvan.
So I wipe out my 3 successful saves.
Oh dear.
You're a death save again.
Can I still see this creature?
I mean, you can peek. You can peek over,
Yeah.
and it's in Malcolm's locale.
Cool. I'm gonna crossbow it. No, I'm gonna cunning action
Mm-hmm.
to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna crossbow it. Taking all the advantage we can have.
If you probably want to get on the platform just so you can see its full body, because at the
Yeah,
moment,
cool. I'll do that.
from where you're stood, it's slightly clever.
It's 16 on the stealth check.
Yeah.
I shouldn't use clockwork amulet again for the poison. Dumb. So what I'm going to do is coat one of the one of the bolts in the apple,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to try and shoot him with that
Okay.
from stealth.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to remember I've got this thing. That's 13.
13 is not enough.
I'm going to use clockwork amulet, and then go for a 17.
Yeah. And there's a number of. Is it
Sorry,
one?
16.
Is it one charge and then
Yeah, I have to use
long
it.
rest? Yeah. 16.
Yeah.
16 will hit.
Nice. Which is 7 damage.
Yeah.
Plus sneak attack because I'm hidden. Which is an extra 9, which takes us to 16. Plus, hopefully, a tree exploding effect based on the black apple. No idea what that is. The only description we have is it feels like lost time. Which is possibly bad. Creates a sense of lost time.
Okay. No problem. You've no idea what it did.
Could make it stronger. Who knows?
Malcolm, death save, please.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
That's 2.
It's successes.
Or is it an auto stabilize in it? 20.
No, that's 2 successes.
No, natural ones.
Natural ones, 2 fails.
2
So you're
fails.
all right.
Needs a quick check that.
I'll have a look.
Natural 20, regain 1 hit point.
Oh.
Wow.
So and the successful save.
Don't listen to
Ignore
anything
the
I say.
saves now.
You're out.
You're out, and you have a hit point, so you're not even unconscious. You sit up,
You're ready
see
to go
this
again.
creature, this huge, leafy creature, just over you, just it's great master. You are prone, and it is above
Yeah, boy.
you in melee.
Whose turn next?
What just happened? It was Malkin's.
I was
Oh,
supposed
no.
to do one. That was my.
You immediately go
I'm
to...
awake. I'm dead. I'm awake. I'm dead.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I
Do
think
you
I have
get
no
a turn?
idea, but we're going to give you a turn.
I'm going to. Well, there's nothing much else I can do if I'm prone. And I'm
You can
engaged.
stand.
I'm
You can
engaged
stand.
with it though, aren't I?
But use half your movement to stand.
But I can't disengage.
No.
No, I can't because I don't have the key to use my disengage. So it's.
But you can disengage as an action if you prefer.
But then
Instead
it
of
gets an
action.
attack of opportunity.
Not if you disengage.
Oh, okay.
If you take the disengage action, it means it can't provoke an attack.
Right. Okay.
But it means it is your action, so you can't like attack or anything. Unless you got a key point that you can spend.
No, I haven't. I've used up all my key points.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to run like hell. I can't fight this.
Yeah.
Not in the state I'm in. So yes, I'm going to stand up for half my move. Use my action to disengage, and then I'm going to continue disengaging as far back as I can, which is 22.5 feet.
So which way? You just go in the polar opposite side. So you probably go to the east, logically.
I'm away. Is
Yeah.
the
That would be the most away.
It's the principal
The most
direction.
away I can get.
You can kind of go slightly to the southeast, which will get you towards the staircase, towards. Or you could probably just go due east when you be the first way. Which will get you right up to sort of the east walkway, but on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't feel more close to death. You know.
No.
This is the most close to death you've ever felt.
Apart from the times when I was unconscious and dying.
You've died nearly twice
Yeah.
in the last few minutes, or last
Yeah.
minute.
The principal direction I'm thinking about here is away.
But being unconscious is probably a sweet release compared to what you feel right now.
Yeah.
It is following you.
Of course it is. How fast is it moving?
It moves slightly fewer feet than the number of feet you moved,
Excellent.
by 2.5. So it couldn't be closer to you as you're desperately stumbling backwards,
scrambling back.
running kind of on your hands, trying to move away. As you stand back up again, it can't reach you, Thornir. You're still laying,
Still laying, yeah,
assuming the same.
I don't think anything's changed to me.
No problem. Still. There's no chasing Malkin towards the east.
But Malkin's super fast. I'm still hidden.
You are, yes. No, because you shot at it.
Cool. In which case, I'm going to take a cunning action to re-hide. Which is a 10 as a crit failure.
Okay.
I really want to set fire to this tree. I'm going to shoot a crossbow at it.
Yeah.
It's more than 30 feet away.
No, it's within 30 feet.
Nice. It's only an 11.
Does not hit.
Span of it, I'm afraid. So I've still got movement. There's a collection of things in this grove that probably would be useful. But do we have the time to figure out what they all do before we snuff it? That's the question.
Turkey puff.
Have a turkey puff.
You can reach the sweets.
You lied to us. Have a little turkey puff.
Pina colada.
Pina colada popcorn, anyone?
Why not?
Yeah. I can move, and I should move. I'm going to move up towards I'm going to move up behind the creature.
Yep.
Bear in mind I have the powerful 10 stealth, so it probably won't know that I'm there. And I'm going to do that.
Malcolm.
Right, so I'm about an arm's length away from its range at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to...
You see Silden coming up behind it as well on the other side.
Just run, man.
Yeah, I'm going to keep running, but while running, I'm going to, over my shoulder, fire my pew pews.
Suppressive fire!
Yes. Yes. So, first one is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
Nice.
And that's 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
There's a solid wallop on that. Second one. Oh, it's a natural 20.
Whey!
And that is 11 radiant damage.
Beauty.
So that's a total of 21 radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'm running like a runny thing after a
Like a bad
night on the
idea.
curry.
It lights up. One of these larger vines just completely falls from its body.
What's underneath it?
More vines at the moment, just seared off of
It's a
it.
tangler. We'll find a tangler.
But with a bit more mass.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's how
And
they
then-
describe me.
and then you're
Like a human, but with
hopping,
more mass.
hopping up onto the walkway, which is right behind you,
Yeah, I'm going
and
to.
heading, I guess, to the north along the walkway. Kind of logical.
Yes. I want to stay out of its range. I've got my full movement, which is 45
Yeah.
feet.
That's fine. You can kind of get up to the northeast corner of this thing.
But I want to keep within range of my sunbolt, so I'm going to keep within 30 feet of it.
Okay.
But every time it gets closer than that, I'm going to back off, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Sure. You're up on the walkway. You're comfortable with sort of just from with that to be able to see it from where you are. Actually,
Yeah.
it's got just, if it stayed where it was, it's got a tiny bit of cover for you to be at this position. Just so you know, it's like a pillar in the way.
Yeah.
The walkway is partly concealing it, but you feel like you're in the best angle you could possibly get on
Yeah.
this walkway.
As long as I can keep blasting it, but stay out of reach.
Yeah, that's fine. This creature hasn't noticed you.
Yes.
And it walks towards you again just as the crow flies, Malcolm. It's 10 feet from you now. As you're
Attack of
up on-
opportunity.
You weren't quite within melee. You didn't quite have the movement to get there. You were close.
I thought I was within 30 feet.
You
I've got
were.
disadvantage on my crossbow.
I
Making
can't
it
remember if it was the
complex.
same turn. No, fine.
It's alright, don't
Fine,
worry.
no, fine. I
It's
think
fine.
you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're
It was
right.
only because I didn't get. Otherwise, I would have had disadvantage
Yeah,
on my
no,
crossbow.
you're right. You're right. Go for it.
23.
Hits.
It's only a 5. It's only an 8. I need to get those sneak attacks off. But if he doesn't know I'm there, there'll be a sneak
Yeah,
attack.
You are behind it.
Which will be, that's not great, an extra 5, which takes us to 13. Lucky number 13.
It's enough.
You
take it.
Yes, pierce it. Is going to walk towards Malcolm. Starts to move away. Feels the stab. Turns around. Comes back at you, Silver.
It's very much a creature of instinct, like this thing. It's attacking whoever
Yeah.
is it can either see or attacked it last.
If only we had more hunting tracks.
First attack's gonna miss. 9. Second attack 20. Not natural.
I'll do it.
.21 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Wow.
Great slam.
Half hit with uncanny dodge, which takes it to 10, isn't it?
Do you round up?
It rounds down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which takes us to. Ooh, feeling peaky. Feeling real peaky.
Torn
Sylvan is
lying.
very unwell.
Yeah. Just feel it wrapping around a little bit more. Just coming up the thighs a bit. It's a lovely,
Oi, oi.
lovely trick. So back to you. It's a
Uh,
great mass over the top of you.
I don't feel great.
Run. Run.
On the disengage,
Yeah.
my
I'll force it to come back to me. I can hit it at range.
Cool.
Just got to keep it.
disengage with my cunning action.
Mm-hmm.
Retreat 30 feet.
To the west, back onto the platform.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because then I get advantage.
So 30 gets you sort of into the centre of the platform again between all the statues.
Sweet. I'll do that, and then I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow.
I'm shouting
Okay.
at you. Keep out of range of.
22.
Yes.
It's only 4. I get the sneak attack because it's advantage. In fact, I'm going to roll again just in case I get the crit, which I don't. So it's only 4 damage plus. Come on, roll well. 9s. That's 13 damage in total.
This shot goes straight through into its mouth. You can almost see a hole light just for a moment in the back of its throat, and it sort of stumbles onto onto one knee, not quite down, but it looks severe.
Oh lordy!
Anything else you were doing, Soden?
That's all I can do.
Malcolm?
I'm. Yeah.
You're
Sunbolt,
behind it and above it.
Radiant Sunbolt again. Two attacks. First one.
Advantage if you're above it.
I'm down on it, am I? I've got advantage, have I?
If you're above it, yeah. If
Right.
it
Yeah, you
passes
got
as
that.
advantage, yeah.
Okay. So,
You've got a higher ground.
well, the first one was 15
Hits.
hits. Right. Okay.
Roll it again, just
roll
in
it
case
again.
you
See
get
if I
rid
get
of
it.
it.
No, 19. Still hits, but so that is that's a 5. That's 9 radiant damage. Foosh.
Hits.
Instinctively aiming for the crossbow bolt sticking out the back of its throat.
Yeah, hits.
And
That's
again,
9 damage.
Yeah.
First one, yeah.
another one. That's 18 to hit. I'll see if I get the crit. No. That is. Oh, that's 6. That's 10 radiant damage.
Nice.
That's total of
19.
19 radiant damage. Right in its back.
It goes down. To the ground.
I think there's another layer. Yeah.
And the leaves fall away all around it.
It's over.
There might be another
Let's
layer.
go.
The final layer. There's a tiny little. There's a brownie in the middle.
Out
And
rises
stills.
this creature, at first not dissimilar to perhaps one of the oozes. One of them, I mean, you can't see this, Donna, you were lying down enjoying yourself.
Oh, no,
Similar to one of the oozes, reddy pinkish in colour. Also, not quite as large, smaller again than the previous creature, only humanoid in size, really, about 5 foot, but it's got no limbs or body as such, more like one of these blobs, these oozes, that's covered in these huge, sharp, open orifice mouths with teeth jagged all
lovely.
around it.
Oh.
Tens of yellow piercing eyes with a single slit pupil
Oh.
all over it. A few coming off small tendrils, a couple coming off larger tendrils. There even seems to be a mouth within a mouth.
The alien mouth. That's my tiny mouth.
The creature rises up.
It's friendly.
You raise me up.
This great mouth, this kind of maw mouth opens,
I'm still 30 feet away from it, you know.
looks around.
30 feet.
Runs away. Runs away.
Could be fine.
From above it,
A UFO appears,
Sucks it up.
beams it up.
from above it,
Black Panther drops down.
Zolan drops out of the sky.
Now
Where
that-
have you been?
Immediately we were slapping one. Bolt of lightning incinerates the creature.
Oh dear.
Oh no, that was Nollis.
That was Nollis.
Yeah.
Nollis had the powder. Oh no.
a great golden creature, huge in its size, far, far bigger than anything you've fought so far. Much bigger than Malcolm.
Even bigger than
Even when Malcolm was bigger.
Roll a d12.
The creature resembles the statue on the platform of what you thought might have been a deer. Give me, the two of you can see this. You can both give me a religion check.
Oh God, Silden is prized for his religious knowledge.
Done that.
Holy moly, we did a natural 20.
And I got a 17.
Zing! Ah! Divine intervention is what I just felt.
I could do with some of that right now.
Yeah.
The creature is Sasu.
If you say so.
I do.
It's the form of a Kirin. A great mystical beast. Mythical, legendary. Godly. Bright gold, glistening scales. Materializes somewhere near, far from you. Its great knotted horn, similar to that of a unicorn atop its head, peach and white patterning, opalescent. Wispy white mane runs down its neck, makes it look wise.
I'm pretty badly hurt. You're seeing this as well, yeah?
I'm not much better than you, like, I'll be entirely honest.
A pearlescent front stripe runs down its neck and the underside of its body.
Plus, if we were ever to be a place where we'd be trekking, this would probably be it.
You're not sure if it stood on the ground, if it's really there, but it's the most magical sight that you've seen in quite some time. The skies turn where once they were a vortex of swirling leaves, aggressive and stark. A chromatic prism emanates from all around it, the sky, the ground.
Wow.
This otherworldly creature in the mass of the body, emerging from the leaves, instantly is eviscerated, destroyed. Take a break.
What?
Oh, I hope this is a healing god.
As opposed to a vengeful guy.
See you in 5.
dear.
Let's meet God.
Let's meet a god.
We're
That's
back.
crucified Santa.
Oh dear. That's crucified.
I bet you'd love to know what we talk about when you're in these breaks.
Oh dear.
From where this abhorrent horror died just moments previously stands a lady,
Hello, little lady.
a wood elf.
Ooh. Please don't let her be pregnant.
Relatively olive-skinned.
I hope that somebody wasn't tuning in for the first time when he said that. Doesn't get the context of that joke. That's not what we say whenever we see a female NPC. It's one in particular that we're worried about.
Speak for yourself, sunshine.
Long pointed ears, a green headband with an ornate gold emblem on the front, ruffed white cape shawl which covers her hair and hangs down quite thick cloth over her arms.
Foreigner, he's gonna want to see this.
First, I've got to grab him on the tree. Now you're saying get him on the tree. You can't win with you. Is that my lung?
She has a light green cloth dress with a brown belt, sort of three-pronged leaf, a bit like ivy or something similar as a belt buckle. On her shoulder sits a white bat, perhaps albino, or maybe it's just the marking. She has plaited, long, straw, fair hair. And she looks older than Thorin. It's hard to tell the age of a wood elf as they tend to live longer than most. But older. She stands staring back at you, your eyes now adjusting as the light adjusts back from this prismatic light that was all around you.
What do we smell?
Coconut.
I don't smell pina coladas.
Everybody smell popcorn. Smell popcorn?
The Kirin, this enormous Kirin. After this burst of power, sort of half sits, half stumbles to the floor, its knee buckling out, its front knee sort of buckling down as a deer sits. It looks exhausted. Sort of lies on the floor.
Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, there's my
Glendolin.
Are
Should
you-
probably look it up before we shout out.
Are you someone who sounds like Galendolin?
Gellerlin.
Gellerlin? Are you Gellerlin?
Yes, I am.
Didn't expect that to work.
And who are you?
We've got somebody you might want to see. Give me a minute while I pull him out of a tree.
His ankles are over there.
She walks forward purposefully. Surprisingly little emotion, given all of the chaos and magic around.
Bleeding. Lots of bleeding going on.
Sylvan's going to light up the rest of his cigar.
She walks tall and upright,
Anything to drink?
And gracefully,
actually.
as she strolls through this battlefield, between the two of you, you're still on the walkway, Malcolm, you in that central platform still, and she sort of intersects the two of you and walks forward towards where you were beckoning. Thorinir, as you were lying here, these roots wrapping around you and intertwining with you, you're able to look up as you turn your head to your left, as you lie on your back, to see a very familiar face of Gillilan Bluelock.
Mother?
Thorinir,
I had to come back,
I'm glad you came back.
but I didn't complete any missions.
You helped me.
How?
You freed me from that monster.
Oh. Did I even see this monster?
No.
I saw the bull.
Saw the ball.
The bull?
Yes.
Why am I in this tree?
It's your turn.
To go back.
To give back.
I feel like I read something about this. This might have been one of the days I skipped out and went hunting.
It's been a long time, Thorinir.
What's happened to the forest? The forest is gone.
The forest was taken by your father, Alden. He's marching upon Equa.
Yes, I did know that. But what do we do about it?
What can we do?
We can stop him.
He's too powerful.
We've made so many friends along the way, I think.
Two ragged near corpses sort of raise their hand.
Oh, yeah. Where the bloody army you brought?
I've met so many different beings from so many different worlds. They can help. Two are right here.
Mostly.
Sildon, Malcolm.
He summoned magic unlike anything that I've ever seen before, Thorinir.
How?
He uprooted the trees. He animated the forest. He lit the sky with bolts of magic. He is magic. Pure magic.
Well, he's illegal out there.
He's powerful.
The whole world will be against him.
He became so strong. He gained control of energy. He's capable. More than anybody I've ever seen.
They've got devices. There's machinery that can fight. We can fight. We know people who can fight.
This is more than fighting. He created this creature that I've been living in. As a prison.
There are other people in these creatures.
I don't know.
What about the green stone?
She looks up and sort of smiles as you say that. What do you know of that? What do you remember?
Very little. Nothing, actually. Just that there was a green swirly stone. You know me and my brain.
It's the first time she's smiled. She's been quite serious and somber. When you were born, Thorinir, she points to the 4 statues that are on the platform. That's where I found you. You're enveloped in this green energy, this swirling, magical energy. I don't know how long you've been there, but I saw the energy when I found you. Your skin was... This isn't the right song.
Should we break it down into a rap?
The skin was blackening, and as your skin was blackening, so too was the forest around you.
Did I cause this?
Are you some sort of spirit of the forest? Some sort of... Are you some sort of manifestation of the forest?
I'm going to defer that answer to Mum.
Is he? Is he more than just your common or garden wood elf?
Your name?
Malcolm.
Malcolm O'Gellin.
Hello.
Friends of yours, Thorny.
The best of friends. Me and Malcolm go way back.
Months. Years.
I thank you for looking after him and taking care of him.
I think it's more of a mutual thing, actually. we,
And you?
We've known each other for, what, 5 days now?
been an eventful few days.
Probably been the strangest 5 days of my life.
Oh, I've got to hope so. Otherwise, you've got a lot of stories to tell.
That sounds like Thorny.
Silden is good of character.
I'm sure he is. For you to keep friends with him, Thorny.
You know, I dislike most things.
Thornir is the truest spirit that you will find.
We'd pretty much worked that out. But I mean more in a literal sense. Is he of the forest? Is he...
He's a wood elf.
Yes, but...
We're all of
but-
the forest.
this energy around him that was there when he was born, or when you found him, how is that connected to the forest? Could he channel that to stop his father?
The two statues standing. Sasu, she looks into the central platform at the now learnt Kirin statue. Next to where Thornir has been protected, I believe, within his energy. And the statue of Ophelia. Again, she looks across to that moss-covered worm statue. Ophelia the worm, they call her. The god of magic and arcana. If there was a second ball of energy.
What happened to that one? Was there anything in it?
When Alden came back from the Black Forest, everybody was terrified of him. He changed. He was different. He found something in the forest. He gained control of us, of the Wood Elves. Years went by. It was powerful. Magic started forming around the forest. Not nature and life everything that Sasu stands for, but wild, magic, arcana, invisible creatures, things transforming, transfiguring, raw magic. He said he wanted to go back to the Black Forest to gain more power, more magic. I was worried it was related to the green energy that I found you in Thornhill all those years ago. Related to Sasu. I feared Oldon had gained Ophidia, the powers that she possessed, and I saw what that did to him. I was terrified of what would happen if he gained the powers of Sasu as well. As soon as I heard he was heading to the forest, I spoke to the fastest wood elf I knew, Uncle Rosset. You might remember him.
Uncle Rosset.
I asked him to run as fast as he could to this forest. I wouldn't have beaten Alden, but he might have. I said, head to this place. Find the green orb energy. Destroy it, or take it away from there. Do anything you can to get it away from here before Alden reaches it. I trusted him. I told him to take it far and never to tell anybody where you took it. I did not hear of him again. Afterwards, Oldon returned from this trip like a wild animal, rabid, angry. Lightning lashed from his fingers, lightning-like energy powers into the sky. He flew into a rage, craters formed around him. This creature was created, and I was imprisoned within it. That's the last thing I remember. It's good to see you, Thorny.
It's good to see you. I wish I'd come back with better help, better news. Should come back to a fuller forest. This wasn't the homecoming I was planning.
Give it time. Give it time. She looks up to the tree that you're engulfed with. It's starting to grow over you slightly. You realise actually just a very, very small, thin layer of bark is just forming over one of your legs. Very, very slightly, very, very thin. It's forming over one of your legs. She looks up at the leaf in the tree. She just sort of holds her hand there and cradles it. And she does say, just everything stays very still, just for a moment, after all the chaos. And you start to see some colour returning to the leaf. Turning from that dark, black, withered, dead leaf to a brown. You will cure the forest, Thorny. I always knew you would.
I will. It's my duty now.
Yes. Give it time. You have a long rest.
I need a long rest.
He's not the only one. So where do we go from here? What now?
She looks across towards Sasu, this huge, otherworldly creature. ethereal green wisping light now is lapping in and around this now white pale, bright white scales. The gold's died down, turn to this white scale with this green yellow lapping light in and around it, almost like fire sort of dancing around it, but it doesn't look quite like fire.
Really hard to be a non-believer around here.
You're telling me.
It's breathing quite slowly,
I'm
quite
not sure if I believed in the gods about an hour ago.
It's breathing quite slowly and quite heavily. Just long, slow breaths in. And a few seconds later, out again. This great, powerful, elegant creature lying in the battlefield.
I'm just going to sort of approach it and put my hand on it. Just sort of reaching out and stroking its
The
side.
power of the god.
Just,
You do so, and you feel this great rejuvenation. You regain all of your lost hit points as this magical energy just comes up through just this euphoric feeling, just bliss.
Man, I feel better than I have for ages.
Blissful, otherworldly, calm, relaxation, and just feeling of health and vitality.
Sheldon, you want to come over here?
I'm not sure if I do.
Am I getting any sort of sense of purpose? Any idea what we should be doing, where we should be going, direction to take?
One last thing. Thorny's head is now the brightest that it's been, that bright symbol. Once again.
Talking in tongues as well.
Can't actually understand it.
Go with me. Quite fun one to look for. It's in this somewhere. But the symbol, Sasu's symbol, of two bodies surrounding the door, brightly lit on Thorny's head. Thank you.
Strobing it.
A voice comes at you in every language all at once that you understand. You hear it in all three or two or however many languages you understand. You hear it in every language at the same time in your head, but you understand it. Each language simultaneously, as clearly as if any of them was being spoken by themselves. Thank you. You all hear. I'm not sure if you're hearing it in your head or through your ears. Thank you, Thorny. Welcome home. Thank you, Malcolm.
Not quite sure what we've done yet.
Thank you, Selden. Thank you, Zolan. questions do you have for me?
Where do we go from here? That's the big one.
What do you need to know to answer that?
We need to know how to stop him.
Hold on. It's powerful now. For he possesses the power of Ophelia. The strongest of the four of us. Stronger than me. Stronger than Celeste. Stronger than Void Rock. You will probably need all three of us to stand up to her. She was the most powerful mage of the four.
Is there any way that we can take you with us?
My journey is nearly over.
But we're going to need the power of you and the others, other gods, to stop the one god.
What's left of my power is in the orb. The further it gets from me, the weaker I am. I've protected it for thousands of years, as have the other three. It was my curse, my penance. All of our burden.
So if the orb was returned to you,
I fear it's too late. I'm dying now.
Do you think with all three of them we'd have the power to stop this? Man, creature, whatever he's become?
You would have a good chance. Maybe you could do it without. But look what she did to me. Aldon created this monster that imprisoned Kellelin. He created it through the power of Ophelia.
but we managed to beat it. I mean, okay. You know, it wasn't the easiest thing we've ever done, but
That was just one creature
Hmm.
created.
Yeah.
but they are beatable. We're talking about created things here. We're talking about things that can be beaten. Things have a weakness, as you know. If they are things that can be fought, we can fight them.
To bring back Void. It's an out there suggestion.
Did you see any of these stones? And you guys suddenly have the sudden belief that you actually did fight a god.
Well,
Where's the other orb? You should have one already.
did we see anything orb light? There was a very long time ago.
You mentioned there was another member of your party who disappeared.
Yeah.
Why? You didn't have it on him.
He did have something he was afraid of. What was he afraid of?
He vanished while we were unconscious.
Zali mentioned not to go near a black sphere.
Yeah.
Can I do a memory check?
It's not so long ago as I can just tell you in game time.
Roughly 6 or 7 days.
Claro had an orb the whole time that was being cared for by Zolan for that 2-year period in Malcolm's house. And it apparently disappeared at the start of as you awoke.
It disappeared or he took it?
One.
It disappeared.
Either.
I searched that town. There's no sign of it. So that means you came close to one and it's gone. The other one was
Gone-ish.
here and is no longer here.
You had Void's chime.
Hmm?
Void's chime.
Is that a sign that he's dead?
Most likely. I felt it. Willed it. You see,
If we could find the sphere and the glowy rock thing, if we could bring those two together, would that be powerful enough?
perhaps I gave the orb my chime, my key, to the wood elf that Gellerlin sent here, Rosset. I saw what was coming and told him to take the key of life to the safest place I knew. I told him to take it to the stronghold of the dwarves, where Void Rock once roamed. Whether he made it there, I do not know. But if you were to follow that trail, it's where it has been sent.
Well, I think that's as good a way as any. We fight.
Those, forgive me, we have maps, but it's miles away from here.
Exactly.
But it's a direction. It's
Forgive me,
it's
from what I know of wood elves, trancing across the elven lands in a diagonal line, meeting Gesticries, bandits, everything in between. Who just happens to have the power of a god on his person.
If I've managed to narrate this country, navigate, you did no narrating.
at least it's a direction. It's it's something concrete that we can try and find. We know roughly where to go.
And what if the kingdom gets hold of it one day?
Well, we can't deal in what ifs at the moment. We've got a purpose. We've got to find this, or we've got to maybe as well find Claro and get the sphere off of him.
Me, Malcolm, it's not no hero. Been in this game for 5 days. A brawler, perhaps, a murderer at best, but no hero, that's for sure.
I don't
Flame.
know. I think you're selling yourself short the way you've been, while you've been with us.
Flame like ethereal aura to Sasu starts to flicker and turn orange. I fear I have little time left. I've seen seasons, gold spells turn to grey spells, moons set, suns rise. I've seen forests be born and die. I've seen people come and go. I've lived a lifetime of lifetimes. But I'm at my end. Tell me, a being that's lived as long as I have, what is it you need to know? I fear this is your last chance.
I'll consult my list of questions.
Keep a list of God questions, just in case.
Can you get us to where we need to be? Can you speed us on our way in any way?
I am too weak. I have no power left.
Got a car tucked away anywhere.
I expended the last of my essence, defeating Alder's creature.
What should I do with this? And I'll produce the seed from before.
The sage seed
Yeah.
from Vorik.
Mm.
Like anything Thorin planted.
What about the gem in the tree? Why is that got Thorinir's face on it?
That's my gift to you. Let it grow.
You can't let this be for nothing. I mean, you have to go and get some orbs, kill some Oldens.
We've come this far. We've got to see it through to the end. In for a penny and all that.
I'm dying. Ask me one more. The flames are dimming.
Which way? Which way do we go?
North. Breaths get heavier and slower.
Wait, what was our original mission? What were we originally looking for?
Consult the person who's been taking notes.
We came here because there was problems in the Double Elf lands, and I came here because I was trying to get out of.
Before that.
I was trying to get out of here. The Red Eyes? You mean that?
Before that. We were looking for like a horned one and a
Oh god.
something else one. But it's in my old notes.
Oh
I
god.
wasn't here at that point. It was way before my time.
I'm out of time, my heroes. Whatever questions you might have had, you'll have to save them for the next god.
That's alright. We're meeting them all at the moment.
Will the forest come back?
If you wait, Thorin.
I'm known for my patience.
My 1,000-year burden has reached its end. The burden will be yours next.
They're going to make you a god, Thorin.
Take care of this world. A wisp of green flame just effervesces into the sky. The flames, the last orange flames, flicker around Sasu's body.
on your hands. Trust me, you'll feel better. Stick your hand in the flame.
The flame dissipates into the atmosphere. The creatures,
Disco sounds.
creatures once white fur, scales now turning to an orange, dim, brown umber fur. Sasu takes one final breath.
Sasu!
We have been die rolling. We shall return at some point. Thanks very much, everybody.
Wowzers.
Storytelling inspiration points, Jack.
Inspiration point
yeah.
for Jack.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can't use it against us.
No, that's not how it works. You can give it to one of us.
Yeah, when we desperately need it.
Yeah.
Like throw us a big bone. No.
I think he did that.
Thank you, anyone who's
Wow.
joined us this evening. Thank you, players. We will be back. Maybe the new year, maybe.
Yeah,
We'll see,
maybe New
see
Year.
how it goes.
Oh yes.
Thank you kindly. Stay tuned to twitch.tv/die rolling, where you can watch. Join us on YouTube. Find us on Twitter at Die Rolling UK. Until then, have a lovely.
Over this festive period, you could watch all of the episodes on YouTube.
Get up to
Yeah.
date.
At
Yeah.
www.youtube.com/. I don't know.
Die rolling.
Die rolling.
Is it that
Yeah.
simple?
Probably. Yeah.
Or just
That
search
simple.
Die Rolling
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then message all the comments that the players should have asked the Dying God.
You know when you are in a pub and there's a jukebox on,
Yeah.
You
and
suddenly
just
forget all
you
songs.
forget all the songs that you like and you want to listen to. That's exactly what happened. Jukebox syndrome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. See you next time.
Happy Hanukkah.
We have been
Oh, we really have.
Hello, boys. Pink lemonade?
More.